Welcome to our executive interview series at AWS Innovate Day, presented by FedScoop. I'm Billy Mitchell, and we're here with Kathy Jenkins, Director of FinOps and Governance for Cloud Solutions at Amtrak. Kathy, thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
So I wanted to start by asking, how are cloud-based collaboration tools helping your agency improve innovation?
Okay, as Director of FinOps, I'm responsible for all the financial operations of our cloud infrastructure. And we have always used a tool to help give insight to our costs and manage our costs, because we don't just do showback, but we also do chargeback. And so that tool, we moved to a new tool a couple of years ago, and that tool has given us a greater ability to share real-time costs of applications, and that is now out for our service owners, our application owners, to be able to see what their infrastructure for their application costs. While that's my responsibility to try to manage those costs, it's really everybody's responsibility in DT to be aware of them and design solutions that take cost into consideration.
And part of your title is governance, is part of Cloud Solutions. So tell me more about how Amtrak and yourself have built governance into the cloud procurement space.
Sure. So our department, our DT department as a whole, we do have a very strict governance structure when it comes to new projects and new applications. We have, it starts with a design of a solution with the solutions architect and the DT department that represents the customer and their needs and their requirements. There is an architecture that is built. There is a body that reviews that architecture. It's made up of everybody from cloud services to our analytics department to cybersecurity, right? And they all get to have a say in what's going to be that's going to be implemented. And then it comes to us to request it to be provisioned, but as just a last step before we do that, we have a well-architected review meeting. So we once again review the design and make sure that it is appropriate in sizing and scope for our situation. Because, you know, the architect, if we're implementing an EC2 or an RDS, they're not going to tell us the exact size, but they're going to say these are what our requirements are. So we get to help guide them as to what would be the best fit for that particular case.
All right, very insightful thoughts. Kathy, again, thanks so much for joining us at AWS Innovate Day.
Okay, thank you for having me.